Welcome to a new donation decklist this month. Again, by Celestial Heathen with a very creative decklist, playing some cards I haven't seen in a long time. And yeah, I'm pretty hyped about this decklist, to be honest, and really want to get some games in with this. I did like 5 test games before to getting used to the cards I've never played before. And yeah, just a quick backstory. At first, we tried to make Battle of Wits happen with a really sweet decklist by Celestial Heathen, but yeah, my client crashed constantly as I was searching my library. I have covered like 2 games with the Battle of Wits deck, and I'm not sure if I will ever show them, because resolving an intuition took like 3 minutes and then the client crashed. So let's focus on this deck today. In this deck list, the user Celestial Heathen has rediscovered a lot of great cards from the Premodern era. First, I want to talk about the Mishra's Helix, which is a Resharden ports on steroids, so you can tap X lands every turn for just the exchange of 1 mana for 1 land, other like with Resharden port. We have seen the Mishra's Helix in various builds like Mud and sometimes Turbolands, but I think it's a great addition into in the deck, and you are running a full 28 lands, and in the core it's a red-green land deck with a small white splash for cards like Phantom Nishoba in the main deck, and in the sideboard 3 slows to plowshares and 2 sacred ground. We got 1 dust bowl in addition with 3 wasteland, 3 treetop villages, and besides that and a handful of fetch lands, we stay pretty basic. I think the most important part for the fetch land is the use with Sylvan Library together. And yeah, in general, you want to accelerate your mana on the board first. With cards like Exploration, with cards like Mulch and Summer Bloom. And if you are on the board with a lot of lands, you can win the game with resolving 1 Mishra's Helix, or even better, the card Natural Emergence. This is a 4 mana enchantment with the restriction that you have to bounce a red or green enchantment if it enters the battlefield. So you need to bounce the Exploration or Sylvan Library. And it states that all your lands are 2/2 creatures with first strike, which is a huge thing in the format, but they are still lands. So please keep in mind, if you play this and drop lands, the lands will be affected by summoning sickness. Besides that, we got a full playset of Krosan Tusker, which is a massively underplayed card, I guess. You often just see it in various cycling strategies, but I think it's just strong enough for 3 mana as an uncountable instant. You will search for 1 land and you will draw a card. And another really great find is the addition of Scorched Earth, where you pay 1 red mana and X. In addition, you have to discard X land cards from your hand, but you can destroy X lands. I think this is a bit dangerous in the face of potential opposing control decks and people running Hydroblasts and Blue Elemental Blast, but I really want to get some experience with that. And the Yavimaya Elder is a small clock for you, or even a clear 3 for 1 if you sacrifice it. And in the sideboard, we got, I think it has to be, I've kicked out the 4th Naturalize, so we need to have 4 Naturalize here, 2 Tormod Script for graveyard strategies, 2 Sacred Ground to protect our lands from opposing land destruction, 3 Pyroblast, and a Pyroclasm. So pretty forward. I can't say too much about my feeling here, because Yeah, in the test games I had pretty strong draws, and there were games where I resolved the Natural Emergence on turn 2, and then turn 3 I was able to attack for 8 and drop 1 or 2 more to 2 creatures. What was really nice here is the addition of 2 Phantom Nishoba as the endgame spell. Yeah, I would say let's dive into our matches and take a look again after we are done. Wish you the best and enjoy it. Alright, we are on the play here against famous Paul Master. I have no idea what he's playing this month, so let's take a look at our first hand. It's not amazing, but I think it has some potential due to the turn to Yavimaya Elder, which can be a 3/1, and the Wasteland. So I would like to keep this here. And I want to lead with a forest exploration and a Windswept Heath to not expose a land against opposing wastelands. We can remove the stop as we do not have any Mishra's Helix here. Okay. Land as a draw would be great, so I could hide the wasteland for a turn longer. Okay, here the question is, do I want to play Yavimaya Elder or Wasteland? I will fetch this first to see if he has a stifle for that, which would be fine by me. Okay, and here I want to get a forest, I guess. And then I want to play the Brushland, a Wasteland to play around a card like Days, gets the Yavimaya Elder down. Okay, this resolved pretty quick, so we do not have to fear a Days there. Okay, could be a Landstill build. Scorched Earth could be fine later. So first I want to attack here with the Yavimaya Elder. Question is if I want to play the Mulch into a card like Mana Leak. I think it would be fine, because I would set up the Scorched Earth then for a later turn. Okay. These two to hand. He's passing really quickly here. So I think I just want to get the foothills down, chip the turn, and regarding on his play, destroy up to 3 lands. It's a bit awkward that we have to discard X lands into this. And if this gets countered, it will really hurt. I want to take the turn back here to apply some more pressure with the Yavimaya Elder. The Krosan Tusker is fine. Attack. I think here is a sweet spot for activation of Wasteland. Okay, I think I try to play Scorched Earth for 1. The upside would still be great if it resolves, and if not, we didn't throw away too much cards. So is the target correct here? I'm not sure. On this, for 1, discard forest. Okay, this resolved immediately. So due to the low interaction here, I think he's on a combo deck. Like Parallax Replenish, and maybe he's drawing the wrong half of it. Okay, Tusker is fine. It's a cool 2/1. Attack again for 2. Lightning Bolt, not great here, but it could apply some pressure and close the game quicker. Okay, I think I want to get another forest. Phantom Nishoba might be fine later. We have 3, 4, 5 lands. Okay, he discard Parallax Tide. So I think it might be good to get Phantom Nishoba down. Really want to sacrifice this. Because we have 2 land drops, it's fine. And Phantom Nishoba would be a 2-turn clock. This is a tough matchup. I had it in my testing games. And we don't have many interaction with it, sadly. But we try for the best here. He's really breaking on mana. But it's still dangerous. Okay, Swords main deck. I think we still apply more pressure with the Krosan Tusker. In combination with Yavimaya Elder and Lightning Bolts, we might close the game. He had the sword there, but that means he missed another land drop. Mishra's Helix, this is strong. Not great, because he plays Frantic Searches. But let's try our best here. Set a step in upkeep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Helix. Okay. I try to tap these 2. And if he wins his turn, he wins. He need a lot of action for that. Okay, we will see Frantic Search here or Intuition. Frantic Search should have to hit Opalscene and Parallax Wave to win on the spot. If he has another card like Replenish. Okay, he has both cards, so we probably lose here. Yes, it's done. Because he can exile all our lands and all our creatures forever. Okay, this was a close one. With the Lightning Bolt in hand, we had lethal next turn. Yeah, I was thinking about the boarding in my test games. We want Tormod Script, and we want Pyroblasts, and we want Naturalize. So in total, that's like 9 cards. And I want to cut down on the Phantom Nishobas, on the Scorched Earth. Maybe the Earth is fine, but he will bring in probably some amount of counter spells. Summer Bloom, we might need to bring in 1 or 2 Swords to Plowshares against opposing Exalted Angels from the sideboard. And I want to cut down on the Krosan Tuskers. Yeah, it's a pretty tough matchup due to the interaction with Frantic Search in response to the Mishra's Helix. Otherwise, I wouldn't have this trouble with the deck. Okay, it's decent. I want to keep this. Yeah, just keep in mind that Sylvan Library is not great in the matchup because he runs like 3 or 4 Seal of Cleansing for that. Okay, we have a explosive start here, so we could see turn 3 active Mishra's Helix. It's a bit painful here due to the pain lands. And if he has an immediately answer for the Sylvan Library, it's a problem. So we need to find something with Mulch. Okay, Forest is fine. So we are not completely done if he has a Seal of Cleansing for the Sylvan Library. I mean, if we draw like 2 lands from the library, and we get the Mishra's Factory down plus activation, we are in the driver's seat. But the problem is that we can't bring damage in until some turns later. Okay, we got one land. I really think I want to get the full here to get deeper next turn. And I want to get the Helix down. I would be fine with him having a counter for that, or Sea of Cleansing next turn. But we are running into the same problem again. Okay, 3 lands. I think I will get everything. And then we need to set up a play with 2 Mishra's Helix. Okay, Forest, Mountain, Windswept Heath. Impressive turn fear, to be honest. Against more fairer decks, it would be pretty strong. Play Helix. Then we ship the turn. So double Helix is sweet here against Frantic Surge. Okay, we are in the upkeep, but I want to port this. Wait. I want to port this. You have to click done here. Let's see if he will let it be tapped. Then I want to fetch for Forest. He doesn't even float mana. So I want to tap both of these. This is not. Wait. Helix on 2 islands. Click done. Float your mana. Okay, we could have locked this up. Sylvan Library is not great anymore, but due to the shuffle effect of the Yavimaya Elder. But I think I want to take Yavimaya Elder as a clock. Okay. Play it like this. Then we can port up to 6 lands, which is great. Plus we have another Yavimaya Elder as a clock. Okay, here I want to port these 2 first. Yeah, Helix, Mishra's Helix is impressive. And from my favorite set, so really loving this. There is an argument for sacrificing Yavimaya Elder to tutor up some lands, draw a card, and probably find our win option. Yeah, I want to do this, because a 10-turn clock won't bring up there, I guess. We really need to find our, what it's called, our Natural Emergence. So the great thing is with the 2 factories. Let's see if we draw Emergence. Swords of Plowshares is fine, not great. Naturalize, Dust Bowl. I want to put that on top. Okay, we are a bit bricking here. I think I want to get rid of his land immediately by sacrificing a pain land. And then I'm not sure if I want to play the exploration here, but I think I can do it because I want to have a lot of lands in play, and then if we draw the Natural Emergence to have a 1 or 2 turn clock. Okay, here I want to tap 3. And even if this wouldn't resolve, we could still make the tap again after the Frantic Surge resolved. Okay, we got this covered. Not great. I want to put these on top and this on top. Go for the Ancient Tomb, sacrificing Karplusan Forest. Then I want to ship the turn back. Something like Mulch would be great. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I have to do it because I don't want him to have Seal of Cleansing. One Seal of Cleansing would be enough for him to get out of the lock. Okay, I think maybe this won't be a Dust Bolt target here. Tormod's Crypt is fine-ish. Want to bring the Crypt down. Do I want to go for the... I don't think I want to do it right now. Just want to wait for upkeep. 1, 2, 3. Tap these 3. Okay, that's a bit awkward to click here. Did I got it? I think I got it. Yes. So if you play this deck or Mishra's Helix, just be sure to click the card on the back at the first. Okay, he's floating mana here. So I need to set a stop after the draw. If he just lets the mana pass. Okay, he did. I think it's not awkward if we float the mana before and then we click the last land and then the first. Click done. Yeah, this is a fast resolve. I might sacrifice. I think I don't need to do this. Mulch is fine. So we probably won't hit 0 to 1 land, but it's good that we can get rid of the dead cards on top. Okay, so perfectly fine. We get a new look at the Sylvan Library next turn. Pyroblast could have been decent. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 fresh cards with the library. This is great. So put that on top. Put that on top. Then I need to think. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So we could crash N for 12, but then he would have a whole turn. So I think we need to do it like this. And then we can port 6 lands, which might not be enough. Not sure if I can do it. But he didn't have the Frantic Surge the turns before. I want to bounce the Exploration here. And then I ship the turn, because it's not lethal here. Okay, here's a Swords to Plowshares, which is fine for me. Could be a problem if he has something like a double Frantic Surge, but I think we need to land it there. 1, 2, 3. But we got the Tormod's Crypt, So we got the Frantic Search action covered. Okay, here's Frantic Search. Sadly, that's just 18 damage we got here, and we are a bit exposed to Swords to Plowshares, so we can't go all in. I think I still want to port probably double white here, because he can not use the white mana as an instant. He can do like Intuition or something, or another Frantic Search, but okay. He's spinning a lot of trash here, so he probably will. I mean, Parallax Wave or Tide plus Seal would be strong, and this is what we will see here. Okay, this is a strong answer for the Natural Emergence. Maybe it was wrong to drop this, because we got the Prison Plan. We can get rid of 5 lands now. But if you get rid of 5 lands, he still has 1 card in hand. So even if he eats 5 lands here, I think he needs to go for the Natural Emergence. Maybe eat some lands before to keep them out of play for some turns. Then I got the Naturalize. Interesting spot here. Okay, he's keeping priority. So we will go for 5 green. Then we attack for a lot. Still have our Tormod script. So probably his last card in hand is another Tear of Cleansing. Okay, we have a 3-turn clock here. And we will get a Treetop Village. I think we need to attack here. Of course, we can't even prevent a card like Seal of Cleansing. And even with the Seal of Cleansing, we still have some room for play. Okay, exactly Seal of Cleansing for Natural Emergence. Another Parallax Wave, okay. So we will lose all lands here, but every land we are drawing is still a 2/2 threat. Okay, maybe I should have just attacked with 3 there and port 1 to not run into this situation again. But yeah, he was relying on a very good top deck there. Okay. The Wooded Foothills has some play, because if we untap with that, we can fetch for red. Sad thing is that we still got Brushland is great. Okay. He might have his Swords to Plowshares, but I would be willing to fight against this. Another 2/2. So here you see the problem that he went for the lands, but he has to do it, because otherwise we are again on the Mishra's Helix plan. I love it that we got the package of Replenish covered with 1 Tormod script here. Another 2/2 creature. And with this mountain, we got Lisa on the board for next turn. So let's see if it's enough. But this was a great game. Very intense. He's bringing in some Arcane Denial. Okay, I think he has one more Swords to Plowshares, which I'm fine with. But I still want to go for lethal here. And force him again to have an answer for a potential. Okay, no sword. What a great game. Okay, we didn't see any angel there, but this hasn't to mean anything. Maybe I want to try the Scorched Earth plan here. Because getting rid of his lands is stronger than just relying on the combination of two Mishra's Helix. Okay, that's not strong enough. Need to take a mulligan here. That's fine, I guess. Okay, I want to get rid of the emergence first. Hope to advance my board with the Mulch. We got some interaction. We don't have red for the Pyroblast now. Okay, this is Arcward. Would be great if we draw another green source, so we can go Exploration plus Mulch next turn. Okay, I think he has an Arcane Denial up. And I want to try the first Mulch. Would be fine with that getting countered. 2 lands is fine with a 28 land deck. Finding red is cool for the Pyroblast. I think at this point I would blast anything. Okay, we will see an attunement here. This is scary. Okay, Frantic Search. But this can't ramp him up to Replenish because he has no soul lands in play. But I think he has attunement in hand. Okay, discarding to Replenish in the face of Dormant Script, which is a great choice. Sylvan Library is decent. I want to... Do I want to keep the Wasteland up? I think maybe it's right to go for Exploration. Let's see if he has Arcane Denial. Drop these 2 lands. Go for that. And I think I want to go for another Exploration. It's great that we have the Treetop Village around to applying some pressure if we came again into the position like game 2 with the Mishra's Helix, which is pretty mana intense, but it's some damage. Okay, Naturalize is fine-ish. Let me try Mulch Hope to find some cards. This is a fine raid, because we can get down the Sylvan Library now. And 1, 2, for that. It's cool that he can't play the Opal scene, otherwise we got the pressure on board. Okay, no intuition or frantic search. What's that? Frantic search. This is enough for me to immediately blast. Because I don't want him to advance his mana, and yeah. He could just have a white follow-up and then we are stranded with a Pyroblast in hand. Okay, Sylvan Library is great here. Hopefully we find a fetch land. Okay, I want to get the full grasp here. So like this, land this, land this. We are out of interaction, sadly, but you will get some damage in with the Treetop Village, which might not be fast enough. It's good that he just have 1 white mana until now. Okay, we got the Naturalize, which should not be great. He's helping us with the Ancient Tomb. Okay, discarding 4 Replenish are gone. We got a fresh look with Sylvan Library. This is fine. Really adding something to the clock. And I think I want to take at least 1 more. Maybe... No, I don't need this. I put this on top. Land the Treetop Village. Activate Treetop Village. Okay, if we place something like Painland and he uses this plus Ancient Tomb, he will face lethal next turn from both Treetop Villages. And the Pyroblast will hit again the first target we will see. Okay. Coming together pretty well for us. And then we attack for 6. He can't activate the Ancient Tomb. Okay, here's a City of Traitors. But he came Mulch, so we could... Do I want to play Mulch? I think I do. Maybe we find a Wasteland or something like this. So green and white for Mulch. Great hits here. Okay, get down Forest and Brushland. Activate both apes. Okay, he needs to find a lot. Can I drop this? I can. I have 2 exploration. Sweet. He goes to 1. Has a potential for 4 or maybe a bit more mana. I mistapped, so I don't have the Naturalize up. Should have. I have it up. Okay. This won't be enough here. He needs exactly 2 Swords to Plowshares plus damageless white source. Yeah, great match. Alright, we are on the play again. Okay, that's a slowish but decent hand. Just imagine if we draw... I think it's not even slowish. If we draw another land, we can ramp up to 5 lands turn 2. And then we can follow up with Natural Emergence. We got the Mulch. I want to lead with a mountain here to not give away too much information. And if he has a port for that. Okay, this is the start I really can. Okay, no fourth land, fifth land. So do I want to drop to Wastelands or play the Mulch? I think it's right to. If we drop this, yeah, I need to play Summerbloom first. Don't want to discard too many cards. The problem with the Natural Emergence is that we still need green or red enchantment to play it. Otherwise, you will bounce this immediately. Okay, a card like Standstill would be decent, but I think we could raise this with card advantage. Okay, Silver Knight. So here's a card. We need to find some green with the Mulch. That's no green. Okay, green would have been great. Double green would have been best. So we could play Exploration. I mean, green would still be decent. But now we are facing some amount of counter mana, which is hard to beat, I guess. So we need to lure out some counter spells first before we could start. Yeah, we need more green here. Exploration is not great here. Let's see if this resolves. And if he taps out for something, we could land the Natural Emergence. I think due to the fact that he is blue-white, he still has access to enchantment removal. Okay, here's green mana. I think I want to land the Yavimaya Elder first. He might have Stifle for green here, for my fetch land. Okay, get another forest. Try to bait a counterspell with the Yavimaya Elder. Okay, this resolves. So we will block with it. And then we sacrifice it, getting in total 3 cards. We might have a card like Factor Fiction here, which would be a bit scary. No Factor Fiction. Okay, let him attack. And then I want to sacrifice this. Okay, I want to search for white and a green one. Okay, this is a bit too much land here. So the things we could pay for Mana Leak, and now we would dodge a card like Prohibit kicked. Phew. I think I want to get another exploration down. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play Forest. And play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Plains. I really want to play around Mana Leak here. So let's see if this resolves. The cool thing is that the lands are colorless. So even the Mother of Runes or the Silver Knight. Okay, this is sweet. I think I should have probably dropped another land before. Yeah, here I just go into the attack. Still have a blocker here. He might have a disenchant for that. But if not, we are applying a lot of pressure here. Okay, a sword is fine for me. If we got a Exalted Angel, we would be in trouble. This is fine for me. We have so many lands. Just if he has a Stifle for that, that would hurt, but even if he has Stifle, I think we still got plenty of play. Okay, he's crashing in for 4. Probably has another Swords to Plowshares. We got 2 more land drops at least next turn. Okay, Phantom Nishoba. So if we ever get our lands back, this will be live again. And I think he blocks here, going to 10. Okay, so he needs to have exactly Stifle, I think, which he has. Otherwise, he wouldn't have go so much all in with the Parallax wave. Okay, almost perfect combination of cards here. And there was the last card in hand. And the Exalted Angel from top. This is close to unbeatable. It might be a Whipcorder, so let's not peg it in here. Okay, he attacks for 7, goes to 8. We just have 6. We go to 1. Okay, yeah, wow, these draws. They are unbeatable, not going to lie. We can concede here, because we don't have an out for the situation. Yeah, it was Exalted Angel. So perfect cards he drew there. Or had. So not even mad that we can't win again this combination of cards. I think Pyroblasts are fine. So are swords to plowshares. Get rid of these Scorched Earths. Phantom Nishobas are strong but awkward in the face of 4 swords to plowshares. And what else? Summer Bloom is not great if we don't have enough lands. I'm not sure how deep he's on a land destruction plan. Don't think so. So I want to submit the deck like this. Yeah, sometimes if your opponent just has the perfect sequence. I mean, it was even close. Without him having one of his cards, we still would have been in play, but he had the Parallax Wave, the Stifle, 2 Swords of Plowshares, Seed of Cleansing, Exalted Angel, everything without drawing a single card with a card draw spell. But there are other games where you are in this position and in the driver's seat, and your opponent is stumbling on mana, or you are drawing the nuts from top. But it was an interesting game, and this is exactly what we are here for. This is slowish. I don't think it's enough. That's way better. Ships a Summer Bloom here. We got a lot of redundant cards, which is not bad. Because probably one Sylvan Library at least will be answered. Okay, let's lead with this one. This would have been better if the second exploration would have been a card like Treetop Village. Okay, Mishra's Helix is a bit awkward. He may have a null for this, or days. Or maybe a follow-up answer. If we untap with this, it's fine. We could smooth out our mulligan a bit. And I think I might go pretty aggressive with the Sylvan Library. I could try to go for Mulch, but I want to pay this and then drop the Wasteland to have the ability to pay for days. Okay, no interaction here. So I want to land the forest, another exploration, forest, Sylvan Library. And next turn, I hope he taps out. We land Mishra's Helix and he will never have a turn again with mana. It's great that we got the Windswept Heath here. Okay, Meddling Mage. He probably has not the Helix on his radar. I mean, it's a clock in the face of us having just 12 life. But we do got Swords to Plowshares, which we draw here. Okay, I want to put this on top. Put this on top. And then I want to land this. Let's see if he has a null. I want to fetch this before. We might have Stifle, which would be fine. Okay, we are facing a lag here while grabbing a forest. I hope you will recover from that. Okay, let's try to play the Helix. We even got the leg symbol here. Okay, then I want to ship the priority until his upkeep. I don't know, maybe Magic Online is facing issues. Of course, we got the 30-second delay. So tap this to prevent Seal of Cleansing. Okay, Pyroblast is fine-ish. So is Wasteland. But I want to just keep the Pyroblast around for a minute. I don't need to use this. Okay, I don't have red mana, I see. Okay, in the upkeep I attempt to port 4 lands. And if this resolves, I will go for Sword on the Meddling Mage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointing on all his lands. Okay. Playing Sword here, and I think he really is in trouble. He might have a Disenchant, or he could get one turn with Stifle. Okay, here I'm willing to draw pretty aggressive, pay 4 to keep this in hand. I can return this. I still don't have red mana, I see. So I want to put this on top and put this on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not sure if I need to take the emergence route or I think I need to port anyway. We are still losing against the opposing Exalted Angel. So the question is, do I want to just attack here? For 6, but then he would have the Mishra's factory. I want to ship the turn here. It's nothing I have to decide right now. I mean, due to the fact he has Flooded Strand, he could have a Seal of Cleansing now. But on the other hand, I think our position is better if we untap with it. And if he has Seal of Cleansing, he still has to go for the Natural Emergence. He might have a Stifle now. Exalted Angel would be, yeah, we would lose the game. Sea of Cleansing, exactly what we described. He still has to go for Natural Emergence, I think. Or he has another seal, so he could go for the Helix. Okay, another library is super awkward, but we are still in the control position here. He has 6 lands. It's pretty time intense to do all the Helix stuff. Okay, Stifle here. I will absolutely try to Red Blast. Would be great if we find any shuffle effect. Put that on top. Put that on top. So we are in the same position again. One, two, three, four. Again, a leg. 5, 6, 7. I will force him to crack his Flooded Strand if he wants to use it. It's bad in the eye that he can just fetch and find another seal. Okay. So if he let this happen, I will go for Wasteland on Flooded Strand next turn. Put that on top. So Mulch is great. Of course, we can get rid of our dead cards on top. Tusker would have been decent as a shuffle effect. So sacrifice Wasteland for the Flooded Strand. One. We got one more Stifle covered, but we could easily lose this due to timing issues. Okay, Yavimaya Elder is fine because it's a clock and it's a reshuffle effect. He might have a card like Soulstone Protest for this, but I would be fine with that, to be honest. I want to go all in here. If he has a Stifle for that, it's fine for me. Okay, Mother of Runes. It's a bit scary against our 3 life points. So I will attack here. And I think I attempt to draw and tutor. Because the single Yavimaya Elder won't get there in this position. Okay, give me a mountain and a forest. And a fresh draw. Another exploration, not great here. But I will absolutely play this. Treetop Village, forest, mountain, ships a turn. Here's 7 lands. I have to prevent more creatures and absolutely a card like Exalted Angel, so I need to port everything here. Okay, I see I have 1 red left, so this is fine for Stifle. Hope he has no blue 1-drop because I miscounted. Okay, now we got a lightning bolt for that. All sorts of closures. I think it's better to play a bolt on that. Do I want to attack here? I don't think it's necessary. We will win this in one huge swing. Yeah, it's a lot of click work. Like 20 clicks each turn. Takes some time. Okay, next turn we can start attacking. Because we got a sweet mana situation. I really want to... Do I want to give the sword away? I don't think right now. So let's activate that and start pressuring him. It's still a long way to go, but we have a plan at least. Yeah, the lags combined with the clicks are a bit annoying feature of Magic Online, to be honest. But we just need 5 more turns, and maybe next game we will get a quicker hand. I want to keep the swords on top. I think having land drops here is still great. Because if he will advance his board, plus we will set up everything for our one-shot with Natural Emergence number 2. Okay. Get this. Okay, here I want to take the sword and fetch away the Wooded Foothills in a second. So we can do it now to save some time. For mountain, chips a turn. Okay, he has a disenchant here. That's something. At least we don't have to port every turn. Okay. That's pretty awkward. We can't even fetch here, so put that on top. I mean, let's undo this. So if he has Swords to Plowshares, we can still fetch one time. And here I want to get the second library around. And I want to play Wasteland on the factory immediately. Still a 3-turn clock. Okay, now we are in trouble, I guess. He will just float some threads on the board. Okay, Parallax Tide is enough for me to Pyroblast. I don't want him to mess with my manlands. He might have Hydroblast for that. Yeah. So I want to... do I want to sort here? I don't think so. Okay, another Treetop Village. It's fine, but not in the great in the eye of a Parallax Tide. So I might hide this a bit longer. But I think I need to drop it. And hope that he does not have another Stifle, which is a lot to hope for. Okay, here I want to place swords on that. But then I'm fine with it. Yeah, we're really in trouble. And here's the angel. Yeah, sadly we had too less pressure. And the wave here, so our game is sadly over. Okay, we still try for a kill with Emergence, but I don't think it's possible because we have to pay 5 mana first. And then 4 more for Emergence. I have to sacrifice this because this will have flying anyway, and here's Parallax Wave. And grab the last 2 lands. We might find a Swords to Plowshares, which is our only out, I guess. No need to search here because we don't have anything left. Okay, here's the sword. He might just blink this away. Yeah, let's see. He could hold priority and do 5 times this on the angel and then in upkeep it returns, and he has lethal next turn. But he just do it once. Okay, I tried to attack with the Treetop Village here. The Dream of Emergence is still alive, because we got one more turn. But even if we win this with the Emergence, timing will still be an issue. Okay, this is just enough. So, great match. Yeah, this is a slow hand, but we could maybe destroy 2 lands turn 3. But this could not be enough if he's leading up with a Goblin Lackey or something like this. So I want to take a mulligan here. That's better. We can really ramp up here. I want to ship 1 forest. Then play the exploration. Second forest, second exploration. And I will fetch the Wooded Foothills immediately away, because Stifle could hinder us with our plan. That's a fine start. Okay, Curse Scroll from a forest, so probably a mono black deck or older build of a Dead Guy Ale list. Okay, forest. Yavimaya Elder. We still need some payoff card here. And if he has a removal, he might go for it, I guess, to not give us a card draw. Okay, Treetop Village. Just want to... Do I want to play this? Not yet. But after the attack, I will sacrifice the Yavimaya Elder. He might have a Funeral Charm now. I mean, Treetop Village is a decent threat. Could trade with 1 Mishra's Factory. Okay, here I want to lance the Treetop Village first, to not have it discarded into a card like Funeral Charm in response. Let's get the plains here and probably another forest. We don't need double red. And if we draw another Elder, we can play it. Okay. Play this. Play that. Small argument for playing the Karplusan Forest, but I want to hide it for a bit longer. For example, if he has something like Duress or Cabal Therapy. Okay, second, Mishra's Factory is bad news for us. I would like to draw something like Phantom Nishoba. This is not a great draw. So get the forest down here. And I want to attack because at that point I want to trade this versus one Mishra's factory. He can just activate one and pump once. Yeah, this is fine. There are not many cases where we need the Summer Bloom with a combination of 2 exploration. Be great if we draw Natural Emergence. This is the card I always wish for to draw. Okay, here's the Mulch. So let's start things off. I really wanted to draw the Sylvan Library, but Treetop Village is great. So here I want to just play the Treetop Village and hide the Windswept Heath for a second. Because I could discard this into the land destruction spell later. And I would be fine with that, trading for one factory. Okay, the edict. Yeah, sadly I passed priority, so I can't activate the other Treetop Village. That would have been nice here. So don't press 6 if you are fearing an edict. Because we could have activated this, sacrificed this, he would have been at 12, which could do a different, could make a difference later. Okay, no, we can't. Okay. Negator. Next Summer Bloom is not great. I want to keep the Treetop Village as a blocker. We are drawing too many lands and acceleration spells here. Ritual to activate both factories, probably. Another Negator, okay. He's keeping the other one for the pump effect. I think he probably has a card like Smother or another Edict effect, but we can't do anything about this. Okay, here I want to block the Negator to make him sacrifice 3 permanents and hopefully draw a card like Phantom Nishoba or Krosan Tusker. Getting exactly 2 lightning bolts would be nice, but it's not possible with one draw step. Third Summer... no, this was the Summer Bloom by Mesmeric Fiend. Exploration. I want to ship the turn back here. So we have 3 unknown cards and he probably will just activate both factories and attack, but we can't do anything about this. He's just attacking with these 2 and then he's going for Curse Scroll. We get 1 more information in the process, so I want to see it. Dark Ritual. So what to do here? I will absolutely bring in one Pyroclasm and some swords. I don't think there's time for the Scorched Earth. Helix are not great, but I want to cut down on the summer blooms. As you can see, what happens if you draw them from top. I haven't seen Felix in Arena in a long time from the mono black decks. They are playing more and more the Gravebomb Muse. So I don't want to bring in Naturalize. This was one of the matchups I tested in the test games, and it was really tough. I played a lot of turn 1 Phyrexian Negator or turn 1 Hypnotic Spectre, and we do not have much removal, so it's pretty hard to win. Okay, that's not great, but we got the turn 1 threat covered. And if he leads with a Duress, he needs to decide if he wants to go for Mulch or Swords to Plowshare. And I'm not feeling confident doing a mulligan against this kind of decks. Because you can easily strand with the same hand and one less card. Okay, Lightning Bolt is fine. Do I want to play Mulch? I think I want. Even if it hits 4, we are not drawing 4 lands from top. And we have to discard a bit. I want to get the plains here to have mana for swords and Phantom Nishoba. Okay, it's a good old 0 hit in a 28 land deck. This hurts. I got it a lot. In one game I got 3 Mulch and just got 1 land out of this. But yeah, it's just the bad side of the math. On the other side, there will be games where you get 3 lands and 4. Plus not drawing the 2 explorations here is great. Okay, Gravebomb Muse, we got it covered with the Lightning Bolt. Would be fine if this was a Phyrexian Negator. I want to get rid immediately of this. Because even if he has a Negator, he will go to 5 permanents next turn. Okay, Sword is not great, but it could be great later. So bring the forest down. So if we draw Sylvan Library, we have a shuffle effect. This is not scary on its own. Helix is great. And I think they have problems getting rid of this. Okay. Hopefully we can dodge a discard spell with the swords. And starting to stabilize then. Ah, that's strong. Maybe I need to bring a Naturalize against Factories and Curse Scroll. But I mean the combination of porting him with a Helix and will let him be stuck with cards in hand. So I want to get rid of this immediately, I guess. Yeah, we could have play a game here. Maybe this was too early. And I need to keep it around if I draw Phantom Nishoba. But he still has Edict effects. Okay, Engineered Plague was a hit. It's like this. He probably activates the Curse Scroll again. Okay, Perish. Okay, now I could start to stabilize. I will get rid of the Withered Wretched. But we need an answer for the situation here. Otherwise, 1 damage a turn will be enough. Okay, I want to play this right now. I think he will still activate this, but the chances are 33%. 1, 2, 3. So the sad part is that the Natural Emergence is not enough yet. So what did he named? Perish. We are flooding out pretty badly here. This is exactly the problem. If you draw a card like, you play a card like Mulch, have 0 hits, and then later you will get land after land after land. That's the way to lose. He's naming Perish and reveals Engineered Plague. Okay, we need some kind of Yavimaya Elder would be sweet. Okay, Pyroclasm, it's enough for me to cast here to just stop the clock. Can be exactly this 1 damage, which could decide the game. Perish, Engineer Plague again. It's not pretty, but I think I will keep this up for now, the lock. Okay, here's the Elder. So the Elder has a clock and some kind of card advantage. I want to play... no, I want to fetch this right now. I mean, I would be fine if he target the Yavimaya Elder with a Curse Scroll. But we would need 11 turns to kill him. Okay, I think I will try the 11 turn clock plan here. I mean, at some point he has to go for the Yavimaya Elder, I guess. Okay, Edict, so I want to sacrifice this here. Still a 4 for 1, but it's good for him to play Edict to lower his cards in hand. So it might get a hit now with a Curse Scroll. Perish, revealed Hypnotic Spectre. Okay, Mulch, I don't want to see you. I don't want the lands you can find, and I don't want to mill potential great draws. So I might not even play this here. Okay, Tusker is fine-ish. He could have a... Yeah, I think I will just cycle this. Because I want the draw. Plus, he might just have a Diabolic Edict. And we can't port him completely if I play this. Get this one. Phantom Nishoba. Yeah. So I want to lay more lands here. It's funny that we are ahead on the clock game, because we have so much click action here. Okay, but I mean, okay, he hits Parish there, 20% chance. This is great, but we don't have a green enchantment right now. We milled some of these. So should I slam Phantom Nishoba and port 3 lands? Then he can just go for Parish. So I don't like this idea. I really want to find land and then hit him. I'm thinking more and more that it would be sweet to have some Ravenous Barlots. They can attack pretty well and you can sacrifice them to gain life. And in this situation, I could play it and still port a lot. Okay. Play this. Do the same again. Okay, we need to port at least 5 lands. So 2 more turns until I can play Phantom Nishoba. Okay, he hit again. 1 in 7. That's incredible. Like 14% chance. Would be great to find Brushland. Okay, Sylvan Library is here. Can I set up the kill? I think it's 2 mana items for now. Because I need to spend 4 mana, then I can attack for a lot. Yeah, I want to wait 1 more turn here. So the good thing to say is if I play Natural Emergence, I can keep this back and sort a land to stabilize my life total against the Curse Scroll. Okay, this looks pretty okay for us. Of course, the Emergence will kill pretty fast. Not sure if I want to take extra damage here. Okay, exploration is fine, I guess, but I can't even get an extra land. So I'm not sure if I have more lands left. I need to take a look at my deck list. 4 mountains, 7 forests. 7 forests are here. So I want to Play this. Then I think I want to fetch that away. Shouldn't be a great difference to be on 1 or on 3 or on 4. Okay, then I hope I clicked the right one here. And here I want to bring down the Natural Emergence. Sylvan Library to hand. Still need blockers or factory for these. And this is sadly just 18 damage. So I want to attack here. Probably like this. Okay, I don't want to port here because I need to have some mana up. These are colorless and so they are not exposed to perish. Okay, Dystopia, oh, that's great for the Natural Emergence. Okay, maybe I've needed to have this on my radar and play the Exploration. This feels bad. Okay, Hypnotic Spectre. Yeah, this feels really bad. I think I need to play Swords on this immediately. Okay, Sylvan Library. We need to port 6. So I think we try Phantom Nishoba here. But we need to combine this with the Exploration. Then we can still port 5 lands. So now we need a Dark Ritual for Perish. But I think he has a Dark Ritual at that point. Okay, he pays the cost. Okay, suddenly we are in a better position. He probably takes the Mulch because they are redundant. We attack for 6, get the card back. Okay. You will see third game here. Question mark. Wasteland. It's fine. I want to just play the Sylvan Library. Play a Wasteland. Okay, and he can keep the Dystopia around for one more turn. Okay, no block here, so he can't keep this. I want to play Mulch here. Okay, this was bad Mulch again. Really wanted to have the emergence. Yeah, I think at this point, if you have your deck sent out so much, you are not allowed to play anymore. So let's see if he has an edict effect for us, or Dark Ritual and Perish. Yeah, then we are heavily relying on some of our manlands to win this. I mean, the Sylvan Library is sweet, because even if he gets rid of this... Okay, wow. What a tough matchup. Let me get some Naturalize here, at least one, in exchange of the Summer Bloom. And what else? I think the rest is fine. Maybe Exploration is not the right thing to do, but... Yeah, Phantom Nishoba is not great. But it's a win option, and I don't have many of these. I think I will cut down on the Mulch. Maybe like this. Yeah, I want to try it like this. Amazing that we got a third game here. This could really run into time. Okay, we are exposed to a turn 1 threat. But I still want to keep this. Just for example, if he has again the starting hand with discard, discard. It's not great to mulligan here. Turn 1 Hypnotic Spectre would be very strong. Okay, here I want to get down the Windswept Heath, because I want to fetch for Forest next turn. I think he has a turn 2 Graveborn Muse. Okay, Withered Wretch. Not impressed by this. It's a 2-2, but... okay, get this. We might have Dystopia for our Sylvan Library, which would be fine for him. Because we could not deploy another one until we get rid of this, and he can play it for a long time. Okay, Duress probably on Helix, because it won the whole game before. Okay. We got the Emergence here, but I don't want to... Okay, these are 3 draws. I want to hide the Emergence. Maybe I can... I don't think it's necessary to have it now. I want to go for another forest to play Yavimaya Elder. This can either block, or if it will be sacrificed, this will find more lands. So if we had a forest in hand, this I would have kept some more things on the top. Okay, Smother, absolutely fine for me. sad that we do not have another shuffle effect now. Okay, Krosan Tusker is a shuffle effect. I don't want another one of these. And here I will probably play the plains. So if we draw a sword with a Krosan Tusker, we can go for the Withered Wretch. So the greatest thing about this is the shuffle effect. Plus a draw. Okay, no more play on his side. So let's cycle this. Okay, that's too much land. Another Tusker is great. Pyroclasm is fine. Here I want to put that on top. Put that on top. Then I think I want to clear the board. Play Mountain to display a potential card like Lightning Bolt if he has a Phyrexian Negator in hand. Next turn might be the turn where I want to... Okay, Mesmeric Fiend. Okay, Wooded Foothills is fine, but I want to get the Natural Emergence down yet. Maybe we can wait one more turn. Or do I want to pay 4 one time? I think it would be best to tough spot. Put both on top. Play the Wasteland here. I think we go pretty aggressive right now. Play the Emergence. To bounce one Sylvan Library. So the question is, do I want to replay it? I think I just want to attack. Great thing is that we have first strike, so only if he has a Phyrexian Negator. We got a potential Dystopia covered with our Sylvan Library in play and our second Sylvan Library in hand. Okay, this has sadly no creature type, so no color, no creature type. Good old wordings. Next turn we crash in for 12. Yeah, this card is amazing. Just bringing 12 power to the board in one swing with first strikes, and it's not getting hit by Perish or Engineered Plague. Is this a Cleric? No. Okay, Phantom Nishoba could be a way to win, but I just want to deploy more lands here. Play Wooded Foothills. Fine thing with Wooded Foothills is that if this is not summoning sick anymore, you can sacrifice it if it has a removal spell response. Power matrix. This is nice. We have some Naturalize for this. And now we got a first strike war here. Okay, great match. This was sweet. Very hard to play, to be honest. Even the second game was tough. I think this hand is too slow for what we try to do. So I want to take a mulligan here. Not much better, but I think a bit. And I think I want to ship the Helix. Because I want to keep both shuffle effects for Sylvan Library. Okay, no discard turn 1 is sweet. And the forest is sweet, so we can play Painless Sylvan Library. He might have a Seal of Cleansing or Disenchant for that, as he's on white mana. But we have a follow-up with Yavimaya Elder, which could be a cool 3 for 1. Okay, this could be Standstill. I think due to the fact it's blue-white, I can pretty aggressively pay life for the Sylvan Library here. Then I want to go for Summer Bloom. Okay, this is perfectly fine for me if this catches a counterspell. Otherwise we would have, dropped these 2 lands, cracked 1 for Mulch, and see if we find another one. Okay, Scorched Earth could be decent later, but it's pretty awkward because discarding is part of the cost. So I don't want to draw this now. And I don't want to run the Yavimaya Elder into a card like Swords to Plowshares, so I will do an easy shuffle effect here. So the Landstill matchup is pretty tough, because they just have to counter the right key spells. Okay, here I want to drop another forest. And we really need to take a look on our timer here. Dust Bowl could be a key card. Okay, Wasteland is sweet. Don't want to pay for the Tusker here. I want to get the Wasteland down and then play the Yavimaya Elder. Keeps the mana up if he wants to counter swords this. I want to sacrifice in response. Probably just searching for 1 land, or maybe 2 to thin out the deck. Yeah, I think I will take 2 here. Forest, Plains, Summer Bloom. Let me discard a forest here. Next turn I will try the Summer Bloom, which can really advance our board. Would be sweet if we find a card like Dust Bowl. Because if we play Summer Bloom, this could bring us to a turn where we can double spell. Exploration is sweet. Don't need this. Not even sure if I need the exploration. The Treetop Village is fine. So no exploration for now. Let's try to resolve a Summer Bloom. Okay, it's perfect to lure these counters. Just play Treetop Village. Chips a turn back. In the end step I want to couple with Krosan Tusker because I don't want to draw. Exploration Dust Bowl is strong here, so I need to keep my Wasteland up. I can't. I could activate it. And then he needs to... Yeah, I don't want to do this here. I'm not in a hurry. We are ahead with cards in hand. So, play exploration. Drop the plains. Drop a fetch land. Then I want to chip the turn. The White Decree could be a great addition to the deck, I think. I think he will activate and attack to see if we pop the Wasteland, and if we do. But it's regarding on the cards in his hand. Okay, in the end step, let me cycle the Tusker. I'm not planning to resolve this, because it will just run into a Sword or Wrath of God, or maybe Humility even. Not great if we think about this. Okay, Mulch. So let's go here. Really, Mishra's Helix is great. Summer Bloom is bad. And Mulch is not great. I want to shuffle again. Then I try to go for another Mulch. Hope to find a Dust Bowl. I mean, he's left with 4 cards in hand. Okay, Wooded Foothills. Let's try for another Mulch. Really want to find a Dust Bowl. Okay, this was a bad hit. In a 28 land deck, like digging 8 cards deep to see exactly nothing. Play this. Play that. Ships a turn back. We need to come to a spot where we can resolve Mishra's Helix. But even if we resolve it, we haven't won because you have Decree of Justice. Okay, let's see. I still want to have priority again to go for the Dust Bowl. I think he will go pretty aggressive now. We have 1 blocker for this, so he probably has some amount of Swords to Plowshares. Yeah, it was pretty bad to find 1 land with 8 cards deep from Mulch and spending 4 mana to mill 7 decent cards and getting 1 land. Okay, I want to see a sword for this. Or he might have a Wrath of God. Okay, he's digging for a sword. I mean, that's a 3-turn clock, which is pretty fast. And this is the problem with the matchup. So we can't handle a reserve decree. Okay, so let's see if he has a follow-up Wrath of God, but I would be fine with him having Wrath, because he would just reset his own board. Okay. Wasteland is decent. Okay, I think I need to go for Wasteland here and see if he plays Fact or Fiction in response if I change phases. Okay, accumulate knowledge. So here I want to slam the Helix, I guess. I have the shuffle effect here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Mishra's Helix. Okay, another counter spell. Pretty good draws. We still can stop this, and we have a shuffle effect. And if this would have been in play, we would be far, far ahead in the game. Because we could just force him to, yeah, spend his whole mana, and then we can block with our mana lands. But it is what it is. As I told you, it's a pretty tough matchup, because he just needs to have counter spells for some of our key spells. Okay, Wrath of God, perfectly fine for me. We do need an answer for Factory now. We can go 3 cards deeper. Hopefully find Dust Bowl or another Wasteland for the first. Okay, here's a Dust Bowl. Here's a Helix. That's great. So I'm tempted to... So he needs exactly... Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's too greedy, but I think I can wait 1 turn longer with Dust Bowl. Try to go for the Helix here. If he has exactly third counter spell, okay, this is great. So let's set a stop here. I mean, he might have a Disenchant, which is pretty common for the decks. Okay, yeah, okay, he packs it in. That is, I'm really wondering about that, because he still has a lot of instant cards and cards like Decree. Okay, we do need Pyroclasm to answer Decree. I'm not sure about Sacred Ground. It is an uncommon build with accumulated knowledge, really liking the idea, but I think we can't justify bringing crypts in for that. Maybe Swords to Plowshares for the manlands. So we can really cut down on Scorched Earth. I don't think it's a game about Phantom Nishoba. Because it's just so expensive and can be countered by a mana leak a long time. And I might play some Swords to Plowshares. Want to get rid of Summer Blooms, I guess. And the Swords to Plowshares for manlands or angels. Not a fan of Sacred Ground here, because his land destruction plan is not a main deck plan. It's just some Dust Bowls, maybe some Wastelands, and we are pretty well set up. Okay, no green mana here is a bit tough, but I want to keep this, because we could easily draw green, or otherwise we got some play. Okay, Tusker, so I want to go with Treetop Village. He might lead up with Standstills. I would absolutely crack it. It's exploration. Okay. I think I want to play Wasteland here and yeah, just play into counterspell with the exploration. It's not a huge thing if this gets countered. I'm not relying on fast land drops. Okay, we got the forest here. So what do you say to a Mulch? Okay, again, hitting one land in a 28 land deck while we are milling 3 very, very strong cards. It's so disappointing to play with Mulch. But this has been my whole experience with the card. But it's just a whole disappointment. It could be justified a bit in a deck with Scarce Blessing, but besides that, we could try and slam the Mishra's Helix, but I think there is room for later if we can Wasteland before. So I want to play the forest here. Then let's see what we find with the Tusker. I think I will tutor up 4 planes. And we just have to wait for him to play the Dust Bowl. Probably I play Mountain to threaten a potential card like Replenish. Okay, here it's interesting spot, because in the end step I will go for Wasteland on Fairy Conclave, so he's forced to play Fact or Fiction if he has one, and then we can play Mishra's Helix. Okay, Natural Emergence. I think I want to slam this. It's a must answer threat for him, but it's so bad if he has a card like Wrath of God in a follow-up. So I just want to go for the tech here. And if he has swords for this, I would be fine. Okay, probably has a Fact or Fiction in hand. Okay, Sylvan Library, Natural Emergence. So the question is, do we want to lure counterspell with the Emergence? First I want to drop 2 lands. And then I want to play. So we are getting really blown out by a card like Wrath of God. There's even an argument to go for Library, and if he has a counter for that, we go for Mishra's Helix. We might run into a card like Mana Leak, but I'm willing to go for the risk here. If he taps out in an odd space, we can just chip a lot of damage in. We are expose ourselves to a card like Wrath of God then, but there might be the time where we need to take the risk. So here I want to just activate this bad boy. So I'm setting up a turn where I could play Natural Emergence and win on the spot to lower the risk to just ship 8 damage in and then lose against a card like Wrath of God. Okay, still no Fact or Fiction. Maybe he does not play Fact or Fiction because he has Accumulate Knowledge. Okay, Tusker is fine. Again, I don't want to hardcast this. I want a clear 2-for-1 from that card. Dust Bowl, Wasteland would be great draws. Let's get a forest here. Okay, Treetop Village is sweet. So let's attack first. And we are setting up lethal here with one Natural Emergence. The thing is you have to pay 4 mana. He could have own Dust Bowl, which would be a great draw, but pretty mana intense. And Treetop Village is doing a lot of work here. And I want to play the forest. Okay. So here's probably the time where I want to play Natural Emergence. And if this gets countered, I still can chip 6 damage in. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's right to do it. He might have an answer for the exploration, so this will be bounced, but even then I will attack for 6. He's forced to use his mana. He might have Red Blast. So, yeah, Blue Blast. Okay, this can resolve. It needs to bounce the exploration. And here, there's still the question if I want to activate 1. But I don't think I need to do. Yeah, maybe it's enough like this. Okay, here's a disenchant. That's okay for me. I mean, we skipped the whole turn, but he's still in trouble. We got some Mulch to find Dust Bowl, and yeah, I don't know how he can. He needs double sword first. Okay. Wasteland is sweet. So let's see if we find more with Mulch. Again, it's so annoying. 28 lands in the deck, playing Mulch. So I played, I guess, 4 Mulch, 16 cards, and get 1 land. While I was... I don't know what to say. Okay. Wasteland on this to not lose against double sword. Okay, he's not even floating mana. Activate. I think he has 1 Swords to Plowshares, which I still would be okay with. Okay, I want to keep the fetchies both around. If we draw a Sylvan Library, for example. And maybe would have been safer to not attack with all creatures without activating Treetop Villages. This is okay-ish. We are a bit exposed to a second Swords to Plowshares, which will cost him at least 1 life. And we need to get rid of the swords anyway. We don't have a counterspell or something like this for them. Okay. Great match. So this is a fine hand. Let's see how this will develop. We could see a turn 3 Mishra's Helix if we are lucky. Okay, probably turn 1 no discard. I didn't say anything here. Okay, forest is great. So I want to play forest. Exploration. Treetop Village, because I want to have the fetchies around. when I resolve my Sylvan Library. And Treetop Village is a tapped land, so I think it's absolutely right to play it like this. Okay, Cabal Therapy. It is calling. Sylvan Library, okay, good call. Maybe he plays, this is really bad. Because the next one, or creature flashback, will name Mishra's Helix and we lose both. Okay, this is... Mulch is such a disappointment. Yeah, this is a worst draw we could have with the Mishra's Helix. Because you know we have one Helix and one Fully Helix in hand. Okay, this is great for us, because now I name Mishra's Helix. This was perfect. But he might have Chain of Smog, so we lose both, but then we will copy this. Okay, this was nice. So first we have to fetch this. Because if he has another Funeral Charm, I don't want to lose my Helix with a fetchy on stack. Okay, no, I want to drop this, drop this. This does not use a stack. Okay. Set a stop and upkeep. So otherwise, if I needed to fetch, so drop lands, fetch, he could make me discard my last card in hand. Yeah, Mulch has to be cut. This is not playable. Just paying 2 mana to mill 3 of your good cards and getting 1 land is not where you want to be. It's sweet that we got the clock here. We might have a smother or something like this, but this won't be a huge disaster. We are setting up a turn where we can kill with Natural Emergence in 2 swings. Okay, something like the Wreck would be strong on his side. I want to play this immediately to not give him anything for his Funeral Charms. Okay, this is fine. I think it's best to tap these first. Float the mana. Do it like this. Okay, I want to drop this just to protect it from discard. There might be the spot where he runs out of edict effects and we can run or we can slam a Phantom Nishoba. This is a nice draw. Okay, Cabal coffers in a black discard deck. Never seen this. It's really interesting. Okay, here I want to... Do I want to fetch? I think I need to fetch. Would be great to have the fetch around for Sylvan Library, but I would prefer to port 1 more land here. So we will port everything but the Cabal coffers. Okay, library is sweet. Yeah, feeling pretty confident here. due to the fact I think he can never get rid of Mishra's Helix as long as we can prevent him casting Neville's Disc. Okay, second, Sylvan Library is not great, so I want to mill this away. With Mulch, we get at least one land. Okay, Wasteland, Plains, drop both of these. No need to play Wasteland here, so the only reason to activate it, only reason would be to be a bit more fast each turn, because we have to click a bit less. I mean, the combination of Mulch and Sylvan Library is okay-ish, because you can just mill trash away. Okay, Phantom Nishoba is sweet. Not sure if we are at the point now where we want to play it. I don't think so. Okay, pretty heavy lag here. Can't click. Okay, I think we can pay the life once, but there is no need to do this. But I really want to cycle this. I mean, this will be more a game where I want to win with Natural Emergence, because it's so awkward to play Phantom Nishoba and he can use his mana for one turn. Okay. Game 2. What is this? Looks like a hybrid. Okay. Okay, what do we want to do? I think Naturalize will have targets. And these are the 4 cards we want to bring in. Mulch is such a disappointment that we need to cut this down. Maybe like this. But I think Summer Bloom might be even worse in this matchup. Yeah, let's try it like this. This was a pretty strong start. Turn 1 or turn 3 we got 6 lands with an active Mishra's Factory. This is an awkward combination. But I don't know if I'm willing to mulligan here. Yeah, I want to mulligan. That's way better. Get rid of one Mulch to not expose myself too much to the Cabal therapy. Okay, Durus first. He's probably going for the Scorched Earth if he doesn't have another discard spell. Yes. Okay, Glaciers. Yeah. Let's play Mulch. Get one land here. Okay, 3 lands. I think this is the best Mulch I've ever had. Okay, he's planning on bouncing the glaciers. I think I just want to develop my game a bit more. Okay, this is perfect for me. I really like the idea of adding Decree of Justice. It might be hard to cycle because we are just running one plains and one brushland. Okay, Hypnotic Spectre. Okay, bit wondering about this. So we need to find Lightning Bolt. We don't have swords, but we might bring it game 3. Okay, takes this. Helix. Not a great draw. We're just flooding out here. It's a bit risky to attack, but yeah, my plan is to play Helix next turn, and I think I want to play the plains to not run into discard. Yeah, that's awkward. I had it more on a controllers list, but maybe they are from the sideboard. Okay, I'm fine with that. Another Naturalize. So slam the Helix. Yeah, there could be a possibility that I just boarded these in and he's not running any enchantments or artifacts. But we need to handle this somehow. Okay, disc. We got this covered. Natural Emergence. Okay, we don't have a card to discard, to bounce with it, because you have to bounce an enchantment, which is green or red. So I want to port a bit. Okay, he did it here at the end step. And when, in the cleanup step, okay. I'm still confident. I mean, we are not in the great spot, but okay, this was the best one he could hit. But maybe if we draw, okay, Arena. Yeah, what an odd combination here. Okay, Tusker. Yeah, we need to cycle this to find something. Just porting a lot of lands won't bring us anywhere. Get a forest. Hopefully we find a lightning bolt here. Okay, exploration. So we can play exploration and hope he hits Phantom Nishoba. Well, we got a 50-50 chance. Okay, he knows about Phantom Nishoba, I guess. No. Okay, if I had Naturalize, I would play it on the arena, to be honest. So he probably attacks here. This would be fine for me if he cracks this on his own board. But we will swing in for a lot here. But then if he destroys this, we will lose everything. So even our lands, I guess. Yes, because they are creatures. We might get there with a Phantom Nishoba, which I don't think is possible. Because he should have something like Perish or Edict. And he has a Neville's Disc. Okay, flashbacking on Phantom Nishoba seems fine. Okay, we attack for 3. He probably... Oh, this is sweet. So the question is, do I want to port for 4 here? I think I just want to attack. Or maybe, do I want to sacrifice this? No. No, I think it's about the damage. Might be totally wrong here, because you could even keep this in hand, then just make a huge port, but then if he cracks the disc, we haven't won anything, to be honest. I skipped too long, but this won't probably make a difference. If I still get it back here. Okay. And then Chain of Smog, maybe? I think he's doing it because he probably don't want to... So he wants me to attack with the Treetop Village. Okay, port this. Okay, Sylvan Library is sweet, so I want to give him the opportunity to destroy Treetop Village. Okay, Smother on this, still fine with me. Okay, drop both lands. Bring down the library. I think after his next draw, he will probably crack this. I want to go for the glaciers here. Oder? No. I think we have to prevent just a lot of corrupt and what's the black X spell? Drain life. He might just crack this, have a follow-up, but he's not in a hurry to do it. Okay, this is a great draw, but I want to keep it on top. Okay, now he's cracking it. So, very awkward. I want to hide this. And I think I can't pay extra, because then we lose against 1 corrupt. I want to ship the turn back here, and in his upkeep, port everything. Then we will probably see him cracking the disc if he haven't another land drop. Okay, 1. We got here 8 mana. Yeah, he still has 2 mana up, so no need to crack the disc. So we get one look deeper with the library, which is nice. I could set a stop in after my draw and see what happens if I pour both of these. I think this is sweet. Okay, here he goes for this. So I might keep this around for a second to have something against Funeral Charm, but now we will be hit by Corrupt. While we can handle one, it's tough to raise the life gain from the process. Tuku Shade. That's scary. I think I need to block next turn with the Treetop Village. Okay, we absolutely need Swords to Plowshares here. We still have a shot. If he has no creature removal for that, we can block, and then if we draw enchantment, I think we can kill him in a single hit. Okay, just imagine drawing Summerbloom from top now. How bad this would be. So I want to get rid of Summerbloom, or did I? Okay, good game. Yeah, the creatures got us. We need to, we bought out Summerbloom, so bring one Lightning Bolt back. Bring these back. And then I want to get rid of Mulch, probably. Scorched Earth is not great. And Mulch is super annoying. Yeah, it's kind of sad that Mulch is such a bad card in the format. I mean, even the decks where it's great to mill some key spells to your graveyard, it's close to unplayable. And as you can see here, even in a land deck, a deck with 28 lands, and we got one in hand. Nope, not with me. Okay, this is awkward because he will probably catch the Sylvan Library. So there is an argument to put this on bottom to dodge the first Duress, but I think we have to see if he does not have Duress and it's not naming Sylvan Library with Cabal Therapy, we might get a game. Yeah, exactly what we described. So it would have been better to ship the Sylvan Library. Bit annoyed here that I haven't done it. I needed to hear on my gut. And if you don't do this, I mean, it would have a big upside if this would have been in play turn 2, but he's running like maybe 8 discard spells. Okay, this is fine. Play this. It's an interesting matchup, I guess, but due to the fact that they just have to answer a handful of key spells, which they can with the disc, and the disc card we are far behind. Phantom Nishoba is underwhelming here. Our plan with having a natural emerge swing is awkward in the face of Neville's disc. Okay, this probably means he's not attacking. Otherwise we will block. We don't get a draw then, but okay, exploration. Want to bring this down. Drop these. I mean, I can attack, but I think it's more important to prevent the damage. Plus he needs to pump at least twice, which is sweet. Okay, this did a lot of work. 3 for 1, granting us 4 to 6 life while binding 2 of opponent's mana. It's something. It's too much land again. Okay, Pyroclasm, please. Lightning Bolt. Not the worst. I want to get rid of this immediately. And play the planes. Sweet to see Black Knight again. Okay, we need to answer this immediately, otherwise we can't keep up. Our wishes has been heard. So, and now we need Natural Emergence to win pretty quickly. Okay, I want to hide this for a second. Okay, Sylvan Library is a great one. Now I want to drop my Wooded Foothills after to not get that discarded. Okay, we could have a game. We might have something like Dystopia, but then we could sacrifice the exploration. All right, I'm ready. This is okay. We need some more. Okay, this is absolutely bad. Okay, yeah, it's scary if he has something like Corrupt in hand. See, we need Mishra's Helix. Okay. Here we need to find Sword Closures for that. I just want to fetch it away right now. Okay, Okay, we need some fresh cards here with the library and some good cards. Naturalize is not good. Helix is not good either, because he can just float the mana here. We could block once, then we take 2 damage here. I think I have to pay. But we can't even tap enough. But we need to get deeper. The problem is we can't do everything, so we can just put 2 lands. So we are pretty dead here. But it wouldn't change the math. So we would be dead 1 turn later. And now if he has no removal, we might have a shot. If we find the Sword Plowshares. Yeah, good game. I guess this hand has a lot of potential, would be way better on the play, but let's see how it will work out. Weak to a Wasteland if we can't find a third land, but otherwise that's really decent. If he has a discard spell for either Sylvan Library or Mulch, we got that covered. Okay, probably a Terrageddon list. Wayfarer. Okay, Wayfarer is a good counter strategy to my deck. And we might run exactly into the problem. So here I don't want to drop another land. In case if we are not finding land number 3, he can just fetch, keep priority and waste here. Let's see if he plays Rishaden Ports. Yeah, he has a port, but he needs another Mox Diamond to get that running. Ah, no, this was a fetch plus port. Okay, ports is a bit odd from the deck, but we could draw another one. Okay, running exactly into the problem I've described. But we still have 26 cards in our library. Probably... Okay, library, I thought it was a Terravor. And this was a great draw, because he just have 2 cards in hand left and can be pretty aggressive with those. If he finds another port or wasteland, we are really in trouble. Okay, Band. Call of the Herd. Okay, what do I want to do here? I think Mulch is not adding any cards here, because our 2 land drops are gone. Let me slam this. Now we're in a tough position because they are crashing in, and he will probably do a flashback here. Okay, he probably has a Armageddon in hand. I think here I want to cycle in response. Want to get a mountain in case if we draw a lightning bolt. So we can go for Terravor. Okay, this is fine. We need to see if we get some more turns. Okay, Summer Bloom, pretty awkward in the face of a potential. Oh, okay, I can now decide between 4 cards because I've drawn 4 with this. That's cool. I think I have to like this and maybe. So if he has no Armageddon there, and we can land the Phantom Nishoba, we could have some play. Krosan Tusker will find me the plains. And even the emergence here is a one-hit soon. Okay, we'll get a Wasteland here, which will hurt a bit. But this means he is not playing. Okay, not playing Wasteland. It's odd. Maybe we win with... Okay, Armageddon is here. Okay, perfect draw on opponent's side. Otherwise, we could have won maybe with an emergence. So he attacks with everything. We need to find 2 land and we attack for 8 here. But he could have ported then. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We've lost this. This opener was perfect against our hand, so we were missing some land drops. Swords to Plowshares, maybe Sacred Ground. Yeah, I think Sacred Ground is fine. Pyroclasm should be fine. Maybe Tormod Script. Not a fan of Summer Bloom. Not a fan of Scorched Earth. And not a fan of Mulch. Oh, we submitted 1 to less. Okay, I hope this won't be a problem. Yeah, it happens sometimes if you got a lag. I don't know what I've clicked too much. Okay. There's a small argument for leading with Windswept Heath. If opponent has especially yeah, Wasteland. Wasteland on our own. Yeah, gets that down. Sylvan Library. Yeah. Strong draws both games. So he can find his Naturalize earlier than us now. But let's try to win. Odds are against us, but sometimes it's magic. And that's a tough matchup. Really, really tough matchup. Of course, one Armageddon is enough to win against our deck. Naturalize on Sylvan Library. Exactly what I've described. Okay, I could... Maybe I bring down the Yavimaya Elder. I don't think it's important to waste here. This is a huge problem if both players play Sylvan Library deck. The one who resolved it first will find the answer for the opposing one. So sometimes it's a bit lame to play. Mirror matches are lame in general, in my opinion. But especially if you, yeah, because the first library will find the Naturalize or Disenchant. Okay, Terra War 6/6. That's a problem. Okay, another Sylvan Library here. Get that down. Wasteland is fine-ish. To not die in 2 swings. But I think at this point he has Armageddon again. But then I need to sacrifice this to find a Sword Plowshares. And Sword is so bad in this matchup because they will gain life, have like 3 new draws from the Sylvan Library. Okay, I want to sacrifice this. It's more important to find the Swords to Plowshares than to get to life. Okay. It takes for 12. So let's see if we have luck here. Here's a sword. We get 1 Treetop Village. We go down to 3. And then I think next turn we play this, have 1 blocker. Tough spot to be in. I want to cycle the Tusker in the end step to get a fresh look to find a Lightning Bolt or Wasteland. Or maybe another sword. So I'm thinking about if the opening was wrong with the Treetop Village, because I called exactly what happened next. But on the other hand, he did the turn 2 Sylvan Library, so I'm thinking he had it in starting hand. Yeah, that's a problem. These are 2 to 3 more cards. Okay. We could find some. Oh, this is strong. And this is lethal next turn, so what's the play here? Okay, we got a bold, which is nice. These are really bad draws. Okay, I think I need to fetch this away for a mountain, and I hope I click the right one now. Otherwise we lose immediately. If this is summoning signal, okay, we click the right one. Okay, so now we can block. I mean, it's pretty bad if he has Swords to Plowshares for this. But I really wanted to use my mana here. Yeah, or if he has a Naturalize for this, we are still losing. Because he can activate this later after our mana has left the mana pool. Okay, Port is strong. Serves the same purpose, plus, okay. Yeah, we lose. Well played. But both games perfect hands, so pretty hard to beat. I think I misplayed on 1 or 2 points, but wouldn't change too much, because he had as a perfect answer for the situation. So, this was a tournament. Like, you saw 6 rounds in total, and yeah, I think all in all, I played like 12 rounds with the deck to test it, to getting to know it, and I am very impressed by the card Natural Emergence, and in general, yeah, the deck had some pretty impressive plays, like turn 3 Mishra's Helix with 6 lands in combination with exploration, and yeah, it's almost you win the game immediately. But on the other hand, we were facing some problems with the deck, and I really want to address it after the video here to make another version of it, which is pretty wild, but I think so. Natural Emergence has a lot of potential. It's an impressive, strong card, great rediscovery by Celestial Heathen. And yeah, let's start with the lands here. I was missing the 4th Treetop Village, because really often it was your plan B to win with some Treetop Villages. I was absolutely not a fan of the Wastelands, because you want to have a crucial amounts of lands in play, and I think here some Rishadan ports might work better until you got the Mishra's Helix online. But if this is online, you don't even want to sacrifice your Wastelands. For exploration, we're pretty great. And the two lightning bolts were helping me in some really tough situations. The most problematic cards were the 4 Mulch and the 3 Summer Bloom. They were close to unplayable in every match. So I think there were matches where I played 3 Mulch and found 1 land. And it's not just that you spend 3 cards to find 1 land you don't need. In this case, you were milling 11 cards you wanted to have. So I think in a format like Premodern, if you are not getting advantage from the cards you are milling with Mulch, for example, something like Call of the Herd, you can't justify these in a deck where you just want to find lands. Yeah, same for Summer Bloom. There were some places where I just drew 2 or 3 from them from the top deck and I lost due to this. Sylvan Library has been impressive, like in every deck I've played it before. And so was Yavimaya Elder. So often it was a clear 3-for-1. In some games I just wanted to attack with it. I don't need to talk too much about Natural Emergence and Mishra's Helix, because as you saw, if this resolved, it won almost immediately the game. Giving your lands 2/2 first strike is insane. And the old wording is like they're colorless, they don't have any creature type, so they don't get hit by a Perish or Engineered Plague. Scorched Earth was a fun discovery, but I think due to the fact that Mulch is not working and you want your lands in play, yeah, it's tough. And discarding the cards from your hand is like part of the cost. So if you play 5 mana, discard 4 lands, and then get countered by a mana leak or something like this, you sadly can't justify it if you want to play it competitive. Yeah, Phantom Nishoba was very cool. I'm a huge fan of this card, and yeah, Tusker was impressive. Huge fan of this card. I think it's massively underplayed because the cycling ability is a 3 mana uncountable instant, which will smooth off your land draws and get you a card draw. And even for 7 mana, 6/5 is pretty good. I think the sideboard was pretty well built. So Swords of Plowshares were a card I've brought in pretty often. So Pyroblast. Sacred Ground is fine. Problem is against a deck like Terrageddon, they will bring in every Naturalize or every enchantment hate they have, so they can just get rid of the Sacred Ground before they play Armageddon. Yeah, besides that, sideboard was great. I have some minor ideas for this, and I tried a very new approach to this. It might be that it can't absolutely not work, or that it's too far away from the initial draft here. But I did a lot of research about red and green enchantments in the format, and there I found Oath of Druids, and I thought what a cool combination it would be to play Oath of Druids, and then you have the plan B of Natural Emergence, and if you play this, you bounce your own Oath, so your opponent won't even get his fatty out. And we really need to stock up on the Natural Emergence here. But the sad part is, if we go for the Oath route, we will lose Krosan Tuskers and Yavimaya Elders, which have both a place in my heart. I think Scorched Earth is not playable. It's not working completely. Maybe we can find something different here, but most of the time it was just enough to kill with the Natural Emergence or with the Mishra's Helix. And I think you can't play Mulch. It's just, maybe if this would dig 4 cards deep and we are talking 5 cards deep, and we were talking on a 28 land deck here and we were missing so often. So I want to present you the second iteration of this. I called it Oath Emergence. And let's see what my ideas are for this. So where is it? Oath Emergence. Okay. So from the mana base, I exchanged the 2 Wastelands. I think all the 3 Wastelands and the Dust Bowl for 3 Rishadan Port and the 4th Treetop Village. We kept the same amount of 1-drops with 4 Exploration and 2 Lightning Bolt. Then you can see here I've added a 4th Sylvan Library. Really want to keep the Summer Bloom because we are going pretty hard on the Natural Emergence plan now, because I stocked up to 4 here. I just want to keep 1 mulch around because it's a small combination with Gear's Blessing. We can do a reshuffle here. I want to try it to see yeah, how it will behave, and maybe stock up on this later. But yeah, we stocked up on Phantom Nishoba because this is a card we want to find with Oath of Druids. And I think this could be a great next iteration of the deck. Really liking the idea of playing Earthquake to get a clear board wipe or to make lethal damage with it, because we are ramping up with lands. I really like the land base here. Maybe we can justify playing more non-basics now, as we don't play the Tuskers and the Yavimaya Elders anymore. And as I told you before, I really like the sideboard. So there were just small adjustments from my side. And these were that I want to try out the Volcanic Spray, because it shoots 1 damage to each creature without flying, and each player, and has flashback. And because I was fearing the scenario where I have my own Natural Emergence on board, and then I play a Pyroclasm, or I need to play Pyroclasm. That's not solving the whole problem, because that's not reaching for flying creatures. So there might be an argument to try a Hurricane. Maybe that's even better. But I think this will be the next iteration of the deck I will test. But again, I have to say I'm stunned by the idea, because as I read the card here, I was okay. This is really, really strong. So great rediscovery here. And yeah, again, thank you very much for the donation, Decklist, Celestial Heathen. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Please feel free to reach out with your feedback, discuss the deck. What's your opinion? What's your idea on this? Yeah, write it in the comments, and see you in the next one.